patrol the area for Starscream and his sidekicks.
No sooner said than done. And away we go.
Welcome back to Titanium Hangar, where I pose a question. Which of the Powerglides that are out right now would be best on your masterpiece shelf? Now, we've had several options for Powerglide, and I will show you a few of these. So first off, you got the vintage. Obviously, this is where it all started with the vintage one, and then there he is as a jet, which I'm not a fan of on camera transformations myself, so I just rather have two and show you both. Then the next one we came out with, I think it was in 2000, early 2000s, and this was a Classics Generations version, which I thought was really pretty cool, but still I think it missed the mark big time. Missed the mark mostly because of the way they did the wings, because the wing part is just one of those features that you have to have with them. Then we've got this one here, which is the Combiner Wars version, which he really doesn't do anything. He turns into a gun. Turns into a gun there, but that doesn't really look like a gun. It looks like a mistransformed airplane. But this guy here, I thought he looked pretty cool. I was pretty excited about him. Then I found out that they came out with one that was actually an oversized version. This was probably an unofficial oversized version, which, you know, I don't mind getting these unofficial oversized versions because they're pretty cool and they fit more to scale. And recently, DX9 made a DX9 D11, which is close, a little bit bigger than this guy. And it scales with the Carbots. So throwing a Carbot in the mix here, Wheeljack over here, the DX9 one would come up one head taller. His actual wings are the same at the same height as Wheeljack's head. So I don't have that one. I just think it's too expensive for what it is, and I really am not impressed with smaller. Actually, I'm not impressed with Carbots. I mean, I don't want to spend $80 on a figure that's this small when I really like the liter size ones. And the larger 9-inch. I really like the 12-inch, to be truthful. But 9-inch is kind of where they went, so I'm kind of stuck with that issue. Now, get on to the Powerglides that I actually like the most. This one here is the Walmart exclusive. It's got all kinds of things describing it, but it's basically a Generations version when they were doing it, and it was a Walmart exclusive. They called it Ultra Class. That's not something they've carried forward, or I don't know if they did anything with it. I know they did this one. They did the Aerial Bot, the leader of the Aerial Bots on them too. But this guy is pretty cool. He's got 3 different color variations. They got a Decepticon version of him, and you've got the general release, which I thought was really weird. Why would the general release be some weird offbeat color? So this guy here, I've got a couple of them because they're pretty common. In the jet mode, he has electronics, he makes some noise, and so the plus is that it's a big figure. Plus is it'll fit on the shelf, and it looks pretty good, and he has the wings in the right spot. So they got that right. The downside is the torso is way too thick. I'm okay with the legs. The legs are great. I can live with the legs and the way they engineered that. Move all this out of the way so you can see the legs. I'm okay with the arms. I'm okay with this. Even the little bit of back kibble, I can live with that. I'm not really excited about these here. Wish they would have done something different. I think they were really going for the jet aesthetic and really trying to optimize, that's where they place the batteries actually. So that's why it's so big and bulky. But this lights and sounds that it has, pretty cool though. So anyway, as it stands, this is the one that's going to be on my masterpiece shelf. I've recently started picking up the different variations and color variations. I didn't even know they made this Decepticon version. So let's show you what it looks like on a masterpiece shelf. Okay, so here we are with a nice comparison with the granddaddy of them all, Optimus Prime. Obviously, he's a little shorter, and he should be. And I think this one here scales really well. And I think that if DX9 really just enlarged theirs, or one of these other Yes models, or one of them, Wei Zhang's good at upscaling gets a hold of it and makes theirs bigger, I'd be all about buying it. I'm okay with the price point if it's on par. If it's on par with Tesla here, who, that's the right size. I think they should be that size. Now this one here is not DX9's. DX9's will come up to the waist. His top of his head and his wings and all that are about the same. They go up to the waist there. So still, I think too small. Still misses the mark for me on a Masterpiece Shuffle. What do you think? Where are you at with Powerglide? Do you even care about the character? Do you want to stick with completely official and wait till 2030 when Takara gets around to it, if they still are working on Transformers then? Let me know. Like and subscribe. Titanium Hanger out.